Hey there, TikTakers, and welcome to a new Scary Tuesday. This will be a special one, since we will be witnessing the most terrifying match of the most popular online game in 2020, Among Us. Yoon had discovered the game just 3 weeks ago, but she liked it so much that she quickly became an expert at it. In contrast, her friends just used it as a little distraction after a day of work. They would play for a bit, and that was that. And thus, she started to get bored of playing with them. So she decided to visit forums to have matches with advanced players, and was very impressed when she discovered an entire world and fandom revolving around Among Us. Yoon really thought she was a pro in the game at that point, but after seeing all of that, she felt like a mere beginner. After going from website to website and finding nothing especially interesting, she discovered what seemed to be some sort of secret group. She didn't have the password, so all she could see from the outside was the description. "We are not fond of fake imposters. We want to play for real." How could she be accepted there? Yoon didn't even know who to ask to get in. However, she quickly received a response. She checked every single page in that website trying to find answers. And then, as if someone was tracking her, she received a message. "Hello, you seem to be very interested in our group." That was the first of many phrases she exchanged with what seemed to be a bot. And eventually, she managed to be included in the member selection process for that exclusive group. She would have to participate in 5 matches and not end up in the losing team in any of them. And she did it! Even though playing with those people was way more difficult than playing with her friends, she had been studying and practicing different strategies for the game, which helped her become victorious. She was congratulated, and they asked her if she was ready for the big day. Sometimes, Yoon felt weirded out by the way those people talked. Among Us was just an online game, and nothing bad would happen if she lost. She just wanted to experience the adrenaline of playing competitively. Then, the group admins made her feel a bit scared when they gave her clear instructions on how to connect her computer and some special software she would have to install. Moreover, she was instructed to be home alone and not tell anybody that she would participate in that upcoming match. And so, when the day came, she followed all the instructions and pressed start. There were 10 players, and among them, one single imposter. She got the red avatar. That made her happy, since the red one always brought her good luck. And even though they had the option of talking to each other, she was told that only the written chat would be used. And thus, once she knew she was a crewmate, she went on to complete her tasks. The first thing she did was go to the vending machine. It was near her, and none of the other crewmates had gone there. However, when she was about to press the button, first meeting, some James guy found a dead body, and they would have to decide who to kick out. However, before the meeting, someone else who didn't seem to be playing wrote in the chat, "Before we continue, we'll see Simon's reaction when he died." Yoon didn't understand what was going on. How could someone be talking outside of the match? But that wasn't the worst part. Shivers went down her spine when on her screen a video appeared. It was a guy with very blonde hair. He was playing in the same match as her because all the names were showing up, when suddenly he fell from his chair, with a knife lodged on his back. What the hell was that? She was very scared and hoped it was all just a terrible prank. Her partners started to ask questions, but nobody answered them. The admins simply wrote, "Now we vote." Yoon didn't vote. She wasn't feeling right and couldn't concentrate. She decided to think that it was all just a sick prank, and the voting ended with a crewmate being ejected. They didn't get the imposter. The game continued, but it now felt different and wrong, when suddenly the same story. The imposter had killed someone else, Lucy. This time around, on the screen appeared the photo of a young woman with her head resting on her keyboard. There was blood everywhere, and the panicked expression in her face would have frozen anyone in horror. Yoon got extremely nervous and decided to abandon the game. Even if it was all just a prank, she didn't find that situation funny at all. The photos and videos looked extremely real, and to top it all off was the secrecy of the entire thing. It was all just too creepy. However, when she pressed the quit button, a video appeared on her screen. It was someone wearing a black mask and holding a knife. She was paralyzed in fear. Well, someone got scared and wants to run away, huh? She didn't know what to say. She could only look at that figure, trying to make sense of what was happening. Turn around. In that moment, Yoon repeated to herself, "Don't do it, don't do it." But she couldn't help herself. She turned around. And without any time to react, the same person from the screen plunged towards her to stab her with the knife. The next day, Yoon's sister found her dead, surrounded by a big pool of blood. Her computer was completely clean, and there were no fingerprints anywhere. The only thing the police found was a bunch of drawings of the Among Us avatars. You could say that the imposter had found her. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!